Okay, it's dirty trick time, folks, so pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to do something called the sucker flash. You start out with P under one shell like this. You give the customer an accidental view of the P like that, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to move it to another shell like that. There's nothing to it. All you're doing is you're convincing the customer that you fumbled around and gave them an accidental view. Now you can't you can't cheat an honest man. Alright, but fortunately for those of us who play the shell game, there are very few honest people around. Almost everybody is dishonest. Now, here's some advantages that your Sure Grip sculls give you in doing the sucker flash. You'll notice that from the chamber there extends a ramp. Okay, now the purpose of the ramp is to give you control over that P. You can actually feel exactly where that P is so that you can give your customer a real good flash of that P. Now you don't have to do your sucker flash from the front. I sometimes like to do my sucker flashes from the side like that. And it makes the customer, you just want them to think that you fumbled around. You're a fumble-fingered operator, you're inexperienced, and you have really made a mistake. And as far as they're concerned, that mistake is their advantage. You're just moving these other two shells around to mess them up, you see. And of course, when they pick, it's not going to be there. It's going to be under another shell. That's how that works. That's how the sucker flash works. Now, with Igor, you get a chance to do something else. You get a chance to do what I call a hands-off sucker flash, because you have a display chamber up here. Under the teeth, in the oral cavity, is a place that you can roll the P over the ramp and feel it actually drop down into the display chamber. Now it looks like you've made a mistake. It looks like you don't even know that thing is there, and the customer is just looking right at it the whole time, and you're just moving these shells around fat, dumb, and happy like you just know what you're doing, you see. And the customer's watching that little green P the whole time, and of course, since they're watching the little green P the whole time, there's no way on earth that you're going to be moving it around from them, all right? That's the way the sucker flash works. Now I'm going to show you the game that I used to trick Rose Red with this particular hands-off sucker flash. Rose Red has been watching me do this game for 3 years, and if I can fool her with this game, you should be able to fool your customer. Now I'll never be able to fool her again because she's watching for it. But now here we go. Watch very carefully. Here's how this works. This is the game that I used to confuse Rose Red on the hands-off sucker flash. I start with the P right over here. He's got no brains. He's got no jaw, but this old boy can hide that ball. The ball is white, the rug is red. Point to the ball underneath the head. Point to the little blind eye. And of course, you want them to point to this one. Well, sometimes they'll point to this one. And then sometimes they'll point to this one, but not very often.